Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nadia Sabrati coming to you live from Queens, New York at nadiasabrati.com. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Facebook is actually building my audience, so I'm going to wait for you guys to jump in, okay? So when you guys jump in, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming from so I can actually give you a shout out and we can get this show on the road. So let me just share this. So where's everyone today? Happy Monday, guys. Where are you? Where are you all? Hey, Terry, how are you? Thank you for joining me, my friend. How have you been? How was the weather in the UK? Hey, Mike, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, guys? Guys, just give me a second. I just actually want to share this into my my fan page and a few of the groups. I just want to share this so a lot of other people can actually benefit from this. So what's going on, guys? Talk to me. Hey, Terry, where have you been? Where have you been? I haven't seen you around. Hey, Richard, what's going on, my friend? How have you guys been? So Facebook is actually building my audience, right? So I'm going to wait for a lot more people to jump in because I want more people on here. All right, before I get started on this topic. So what's going on, Richard? Hey, Yusuf, how are you? Where have you been? How's the weather treating you in your side of the world? So I have more people jumping in, so I'm going to actually wait a little while. Give me like 1 minute, guys, because I have a great topic I want to cover with all of you today. And I know it's going to be so beneficial for so many of you because a lot of you can actually learn from me, you know. So, oh, Terry, you're welcome. How have you been? I haven't seen you around. So I don't know what you've been doing with yourself. How have you been? You know what I mean? But yes, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get started really soon. Actually, I'm going to get started now. And then a lot more people are going to actually jump in when I get, once I get started. So, all right. Hello, hello, Mahmoud, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. So, listen, I have a great topic that I want to cover with all of you today, right? And I know it's going to be so beneficial for so many of you to actually learn and because so many of you are probably struggling with this and you're having a difficult time, right? So, today's topic, right, is how to become an authority in your home business. All right, guys? And guys, there's only really pretty much one way to become an authority in your home business. And that is by teaching. That's by teaching. Hey, Chad, thank you for joining me. And that's by teaching, guys. All right. So I want to tell you a little bit about my background and how I became an entrepreneur, and how I started this business, and how I started teaching people, and I started getting a lot of followings and a lot of response from people, and people are actually reaching out to me for help now, right? But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, right, guys? So let's talk a little bit about myself. So I'll let you know a little bit about my background so you know who I am, right? I came from a healthcare background, guys, with no knowledge at all when it comes to online marketing. I had no knowledge at all. And, last year, January, I had started my healthcare consulting business. Oh, thank you. I had started my healthcare consulting business, right, guys? And I did that for 8 months. But you know what? I was struggling. I was struggling in my business. I wasn't getting clients. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Hey, Chad. I wasn't getting clients. And, oh, it's okay, Chad. I understand. You were just, complimenting me, and thank you. Guys, so last year, January, I started my healthcare consulting business, right? Because I came from a healthcare background. And, I did that for 8 months, right? And I was struggling in my business. I was struggling, right? And I wanted to start another business. Hey, Desmond. I wanted to start another business, right, guys? But I've always wanted to be an online marketer. I always wanted to be in this space. But I had no idea, right? I had no idea. I had no knowledge of marketing. I didn't know how to get into this business, right? Hey, Edison, thank you for joining me. And then I met someone. His name is Chid. And I saw him online one day, and he was actually telling his story. And this is what caught my attention, right? And I contacted him that night, and we spoke for about 3 hours. And he told me what he did, and I was 100% ready, right? I was 100% ready to get started. So I got started the next day. And, you know, the first 3 months, guys, you know, I got started and I got a little overwhelmed because I was like, oh my gosh, I know nothing about online marketing, right? So, hey, Linda, how are you, beautiful? So he introduced me to MLSP. So MLSP is a training platform, right, guys? It's a training platform. And when I went into the back office and I saw all the trainings, I got overwhelmed. Right? And I was like, oh my God, like, I didn't know where to start. You know, I didn't know where to start. So hey, Mark, I didn't know where to start. So I just went into like, you know, guys, I went into learning mode. I went into learning mode, you know, for like 3 months. So I went into the back office and I took a lot of the trainings, right? I took a lot of the trainings. You know, MLSP offers, you know, Monday through Friday, they have a wake-up call. Every Monday through Friday, you know, they have success stories, you know, they have webinars, they have the hangout. And this is where they're training you all these different marketing skills, right? So I started doing that. And then I went into MLSP back office and I started taking all the trainings. I started learning how to do an ebook. When you create an ebook, guys, it gives you instant authority, right? Because guess what? People, you know, people wants to learn from you, right? People wants to learn from you. They look up to you as a leader. And if you're teaching them and you're giving them value, guess what's going to happen, guys? Because it's happening to me. A lot of people are going to start reaching out to you. Because a lot of people are going to be following you. A lot of people are going to be reaching out to you. And a lot of people look up to you as a leader. And they, you know, they look up to you because they can learn from you. Because they see that you're getting results, right? So I went into learning mode. Oh, I'm sorry, my computer. So I went into learning mode, guys, and I started taking all these trainings. I learned how to, you know, create an ebook, how to do Facebook Live. And guys, you know, check this out. When I first started this business, I had no idea how to even turn my phone on to even do a Facebook Live. And yes, I was nervous. I was a little, not scared, because I'm not as, you know, nothing scares me. But I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go live and let the world know who I am, you know. People follow people who get results. Exactly, Linda. This is why I have so many people following me now and reaching out to me for help and all of this, right? But it did not, hey Jazz, beautiful, hey Clarence, it didn't happen overnight, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say to you, oh yes, when I started with MLSP, boom, the next day I got results, right? I'm not going to say that because that's not what happened. I went into learning mode my first 3 months. Hey Sharina, I went into learning mode my first 3 months. And you know, it took a lot, guys. It took a lot. But I was so determined never to ever go back on another job interview. And I was so determined to make this work. And I was going to make this work no matter what. And it took a lot of constant work. I worked every day, day and night, long hours, you know. And then I started seeing results. Hey, Sharina, thank you for joining me. And I started seeing results, right, guys? And now I have a lot of people following me. I have a lot of people reaching out to me. I'm training a lot of people. Right? So let's talk a little bit about MLSP back office. Let's talk a little bit about MLSP, right, guys? So when I joined, MLSP was the very, very first thing I did. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly, Mark. Hey, Sean, thank you for joining me. Okay, guys? Hey, Ismail, how are you? Thank you for joining me as well. All right, guys? So the very first thing I did before I even got involved with any MLM business or any of the businesses that I have now, the very first thing I did, guys, Chid, you know, introduced me to MLSP. I went right in. I didn't start with a $10. I went with a $150. I was like, you know what? This is what I want. I can see myself doing this. You know, I have to learn the skills. You know, I wasn't testing anything out. I don't believe in testing things out when it comes to business, right? I went right in. $150, I went right in. And this was 10 months ago. This was 10 months ago, okay? A lot of people, takes them a lot longer time to get results. I was determined to make this work. I was determined nothing was going to get in my way. And I worked every day, guys. You know, 7 days a week, 15, 16 hours a day. All right? It didn't happen overnight for me to start getting the results I'm getting now. Right? So I went into MLSP and I went into like learning mode for 3 months. That's all I was doing. Because I was so determined to make this work. Because remember, guys, I had no knowledge of marketing. I had no knowledge of marketing at all. I had no idea how to market myself. Come on, I came from a healthcare background, you know what I mean? And when I went to college, they didn't teach you how to market this. The stuff that you learn from MLSP, they don't teach you this in college. College teaches you from textbooks. They don't teach you real life. They don't teach you how to survive in the real world. They don't teach you that, okay? So I went into MLSP and I started learning. I went into learning mode for 3 months, and MLSP offers so many different training, guys. Tons and tons and tons of training. And yes, you probably will get overwhelmed. Yes, you will probably get overwhelmed. But, that's another story. But that's okay. If you're following a leader and someone that can help you grow your business, it's going to be very easy. And this is what I'm doing now. I'm helping so many people, because I know, once you get into this business, guys, you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what to do. MLSP is the Harvard of marketing. Yes, Mark, MLSP is the Harvard of marketing. It's hard finding the right person. I appreciate you being there for me. You're welcome, Clarence. But guys, this is what a leader does. This is what a leader does. A leader helps you. All right? And this is how you could know it's the PhD of marketing. Exactly, guys. MLSP is the PhD of marketing. All right? So for me going to college and studying all these things, all my degrees, and I don't just have 1 or 2 degrees. I have a lot of degrees and a lot of certificates, okay? I have 18 certificates on my wall that I got certified in a lot of things, and I could not find a job. I swear, I could not find a job after college, okay? I could not find a job. And when I did find a job, it had nothing to do in my discipline. It had nothing to do in my discipline. And I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. If I had known about MLSP, I would have never probably went back to college because I already had a degree. There was no point in me going back to college and getting another degree. There was no point, right? But I wanted to be in healthcare, and I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to school, get focused. And I went to school for years, guys. I went to school for years, and I'm stuck in thousands of dollars in student loans. And then I got a job paying me $12 an hour. What am I going to do with $12 an hour? Seriously, when you have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in student loans, right? So what I did was, let's get back to MLSP. So I got to a point where I was like, I don't ever want to go on another interview. I don't want to be in healthcare anymore. I don't want to be treating patients. I'm not even, I was like, yes, I went to school for a lot of years. I'm highly educated, big deal. I need to move on, And this is when I met Chid, and he introduced me to MLSP, and I went right in, guys, 150. I didn't have to think about it. When someone is serious about their business, they're not going to second guess it or think about it. They're going to jump right in, and I jumped right in. And this was 10 months ago. But I was determined, and I was so focused that nothing was going to get in my way of making this work. Nothing was going to get in my way of making this work. And this is what I did. I learned everything I had to learn to get to this point. And I'm still learning. I am still learning, guys. Let me see. Brian Finale, Steve, Ray Higdon, Rob. I can now call them friends and call them when I'm stuck. Exactly. I can message all of them and be like, listen, I need help. You know what I mean? And they're all there to help you. Right, guys? So I went into learning mode for 3 months. For 3 months, I went into learning mode. And, I took Instagram trainings, Twitter. I built a Twitter lead machine, keyword research. I even learned how to, recruit people for my MLM business. If I did not use MLSP, I would have no idea how to do any of this. I would have no idea how to recruit. And, guys, I recruited 64 people in 8 weeks into one of my MLM business. And we duplicated to 675 now. And this was just in 8 weeks. Okay? Without the knowledge of MLSP and learning what I've learned, I will not be able to be where I'm at right now. And this was 10 months ago. This was 10 months ago, right? So I even learned how to prospect, how to do Snapchat, how to do video marketing. Guys, I had no knowledge of any of this. And these are just some of the trainings I just wanted to mention from the back office. But there's a lot more. There's how to do attraction marketing. There's so many. I don't even remember. And, there's so many. And the great thing about this community, they actually, the great thing about this community, guys, they have success stories from people that have had results, from the top leaders. They actually teaches you. They have Wednesday night webinars where they teaches you how to use different strategies. And a few weeks ago, I was watching one of the webinar. I learned one of the strategy, and I actually implemented what I've learned. And guess what? I got signups. I got signups. All right. So it's working. I'm getting results. I'm getting results, right? And I'm teaching what I'm learning. I'm teaching what I'm learning. Everything that I'm learning, I'm teaching it. And guess what? The people that I signed up, they're getting results. They're getting results. you know. And this is what a leader does, guys. A leader teaches you, and people love following leaders because they look up to you as someone that they can follow and they can work with, and it's going to help them. All right. A lot of people get into this business, right? And you know what they're thinking? Okay, you know what? I want to make money tomorrow. Oh, I want to make money and I want to be a millionaire and all of this. Guys, it's not going to happen overnight. You have to put the work in. You have to put the work in, you know, and you want to follow someone that you can learn from, someone that's getting results, you know, and this is how this business works. But yes, this is the fastest way to becoming an authority in your home business is by teaching, guys, is by teaching. This is the fastest way because what you learn, you're going to be teaching it to other people, right? And you know something, let's say, you know, you want to take an Instagram training, right? You can take an Instagram training, guys. Learn it, implement it, test it out. Test it out for a few days, right? Test it out for a few days, get results. And you know what you want to do? You want to go live and you want to do this training and you want to teach people. This is one of the tips. This is what you want to do. Or you could do, you know, like I wrote my ebook back in January. I was only 3 months into the business. I didn't have much experience, but you know what I did? I did a lot of research and I wrote my ebook. I wrote 6 chapters. And guess what I did last week? I actually went live and I teach people how to write their own ebook. I went live and I teach people how to write their own ebook. So this is something you guys want to do. This is something you guys want to do. You want to start teaching. You want to start teaching, okay? This is how you're going to get posture. This is how you're going to get posture. This is how people are going to start following you. This is how people are going to look up to you as a leader. And this is how people are going to like join your opportunity because they know they can learn from you. You know, because they're going to know they can learn from you. And this is what this business is about, guys. This business is about teaching. This business is definitely about teaching. You know, so if you want to become an authority in your home business and you want to become successful, you need to start learning the skills. You need to start learning the skills. And this is all I wanted to share with you guys, right? Or you can even listen. You can even take an Instagram training. You can take a Twitter training. I built a Twitter lead machine. Yes, it took me a month to build a Twitter lead machine because I have like, I don't know, I created, oh my gosh, I created like 300 pieces of images. I created, I created a lot of things because there's 4 different types of content you have to use when you build a Twitter lead machine, right? And guys, now I can teach people how to actually build a Twitter lead machine. Okay, but yes, it took me about a month to actually build a Twitter lead machine, and I'm actually teaching people how to build it. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you all. Do you guys have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? But listen, guys, the fastest way to become an authority is by teaching, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So do you guys have any questions for me? Do you guys have any questions? Hey Faizam, thank you for joining me. Let's see. Do you know I asked a question in the group? I had call from someone. You had call from someone. They did a Zoom screen share and fixed my issue. MLSP members go above and beyond. Yes, MLSP members goes above and beyond. You know, I'm getting messages too. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So do you guys have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? Well, thank you all for joining me. If you guys have any questions for me, if you want to reach out to me, please send me a message on Messenger and I'll be more than happy to get back to you guys. And you know what? I'm actually going to give you all a free training. So I'm going to be posting a link above this video, okay? So I'm not sure. Okay, I have some more people on here. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys... Well, if you need help with anything, just feel free to reach out to me, okay, guys? I love you guys, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.